Hi, boys and girls. Digi here. Just wondering if you remember what THINK stands for. Think. Who knows what the T stands for? Correct. T means truthful. When we are good digital citizens like Digi, we are always truthful and safe, right? Today, Digi will teach us about being helpful, because H is for helpful. What do you think helpful means? Helpful means that we try our best to help others, whether they need help or not. It is just being nice. Everyone loves a friend that comes to help them when they fall at recess or need some extra help in class. If a friend is sad, we try to cheer them up. Digi remembers one time when he was really sad because his goldfish had died. Sarah knew I was sad. She came and sat by him and told him how sorry she was. And she shared a time when her goldfish died. They talked about how goldfish are great, but they don't have very long lives. He started to feel a little better. Then, all of a sudden, Sarah whistled, and lots of friends came over to him. Do you know what they did? They started singing a goofy song and dancing. It was hilarious. And he did feel better. He was still sad, but it was helpful to know Sarah had lost her goldfish and knew how he felt. That is called empathy. Empathy is when someone knows how you feel because they have felt that way before. And the song and dance, it was a riot. So, being helpful is cheering up our friends when they are sad. What if Sarah couldn't cheer Digi up and he just seemed super sad? What would Sarah do? If someone is super sad and you just can't seem to help them, then you should tell an adult because they may need more help than you can give. Can anyone give me an example of a time when you were helpful? What kinds of things might make us need an adult's help? Digi is going to give you some ideas about what it means to be helpful online. Sometimes, when we are allowed to be online, we may see things kids say or post about how they feel, or about things happening at home or with friends. What kinds of sites or apps might we go on where we would see these kinds of things? Where else might you see these things? Sometimes, kids might tell about some really fun things that are happening in their lives, like a big trip to Disneyland. Sometimes kids might say something they are sad or angry about. Like one time, Nate said he was really angry that his brother had gotten him in trouble. He was going to do something mean to his brother to get him back. Digi asked Nate if he was okay. Nate told Digi he was not okay. That he was so angry at his brother that he hoped his brother lost his football game and got hurt. Digi said, "Nate, that is not nice. I know you are mad, but you really don't want him to hurt himself, do you?" "No, I guess not," Nate said. "But I am really mad at him, and I am not going to talk to him." Did Digi do the right thing? What should Digi do next? Being helpful might mean asking Nate if he is okay, or telling your mom or dad you are worried about them. Being helpful is about keeping our friends safe and helping them make good choices. And adults can sometimes help here. What about other people being helpful or not helpful? Like the time Hannah was walking on the playground with Izzy. Izzy slipped on some water on the sidewalk and got her pants all wet. Some of the other kids started laughing and saying it looked like Izzy had wet her pants. They were pointing and laughing and chanting, "Izzy wet her pants! Izzy wet her pants!" Well, Hannah started to giggle and laugh too. All Izzy's friends were laughing and chanting. Izzy got up and went to the nurse's office. She was so embarrassed and sad. Izzy asked the nurse, Why didn't anyone help me? Why did Hannah laugh at me? The nurse said, Izzy, I don't know why no one helped you, or why they made fun of you. Sometimes kids try to go along with what everyone else is doing, so they seem cool. You should remember how you feel right now, because someday this exact same thing might happen to someone, and you will do the right thing and be helpful. I bet you would give them your sweater to put around their waist and help them get to the nurse. Izzy, that is called empathy. We should always remember how it feels to be made fun of and never do it to someone else. Hannah really hurt my feelings by not being helpful. The nurse said, Izzy, you need to tell Hannah how you feel, okay? Thank you. I will do that, said Izzy. Sometimes our friends don't know how to be helpful digital citizens. Sometimes friends will make choices to be hurtful rather than helpful. This makes everyone feel pretty awful. If you see someone online being hurtful, it is the same as being a bully. This is a good time to get an adult and ask them for some help. They might be able to talk to your friends and teach them what it means to be helpful instead of hurtful. One day, Digi and his friends were in the computer lab at school. There was a new student, and she was having trouble logging into the school website that the class was using. Jaden went over and asked if he could help her. She said she would appreciate the help. Digi heard Jaden ask what her password was. The new girl looked at Jaden and said, I am not sure I should tell you what it is. I think that is a rule. Jaden said, I won't tell anyone, but I cannot help you if you don't tell me your password. The other kids heard Jaden. Digi said, You are right. You do not have to tell him. We can help you, and you don't have to tell us your password. So all the kids told Jaden to stop being sneaky and leave the new girl alone. Then Digi and Hannah helped the new girl log on by guiding her through the process, without her having to tell her private information. Why do you think Jaden was trying to get the new girl's password? Who was being helpful? Digi wants to make sure that you understand what it means to have empathy. One time, he wanted to play a game. He had never played before, but Julie had, and she loved it. She was really good at it. Digi was frustrated and sad. Julie told Digi that she understood. She once wanted to learn a new game, but she could not seem to get to the next level. She finally got really good at the game because she practiced and practiced, and her brother helped show her some tricks. She told Digi to keep practicing and practicing, and she was right there to help Digi out and give him hints and clues to help. Julie was showing empathy to Digi because she knew exactly how Digi felt, and she helped Digi with his feelings by telling him her story. Remember, like Digi said, helpful means that we try our best to help others, whether they need help or not. It is just being nice. It is saying things on and offline that will help and not hurt. Online, when playing games, sending messages, or drawing pictures, helpful is showing others what a good digital citizen you can be.